Sagittarius, welcome to your reading today. Let's talk about your Sag. Let's do an energy check-in. Let's check in with you. Let's see what's going on, what's been going on. Well. We have a little bit of a loyal heart. All right. Maybe you're showing loyalty to yourself. Maybe to someone else. Maybe someone's showing loyalty to you. We're going to find out. Maybe you're showing loyalty to each other. So let's talk about your Sag. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into your reading today. Let's see what's going on. What's this energy around Sag, spirit guides? What's going on? What's taking place? What's this? Whoa. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. That's the energy around you right now. Okay. What's being hidden? What's Sag not seeing? What's the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles? Okay. And actions to take. Where are you? Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. What's that? The Five of Wands. Thinking a lot about that. Okay. Six of Cups and the Five of Wands is thinking about the struggles, the challenges. You could be thinking about a fight or an argument. So the energy around you right now, what's going on is the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands. Let's see what this means. The Ten of Swords in reverse is a very traumatic energy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to say there's a very traumatic ending, a very difficult ending here. Excuse me. Wow! Sag, what's going on? The Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay. We have the Tower. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Like, this is a very traumatic ending. The Ten of Swords and the Tower both represent trauma. They represent change, drastic change, quick change. Something ended very quickly here. There was just a sudden change, sudden boom, it's over, it's done. And then what is the Ace of Wands? The Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles is like it disappeared. It's like boom, poof. This person's gone, this job's gone, this house is gone, this situation's gone. It's just like a snap of a finger in an instant. It's just poof, right? It's gone. I'm trying to figure out what is the Ace of Wands was my question in my head. I just couldn't say it. Couldn't articulate the words. Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? The Ace of Wands again. The Five of Swords. Sometimes we have to walk away and let go of things we don't want to because that's what's best for us in our future. The Ace of Wands tells me that this was a situation where you didn't want it to end. You know, you were enjoying your job, you were enjoying this relationship, you liked this house, this condo, this apartment, this RV. There's an element where you were actually happy where you were, Sag, and this sudden ending, the sudden change, everything, you know, changing in an instant, the snap of a finger, well, it's not what you wanted. So that's what the Ace of Wands is. There's a Two of Cups. Okay, that's the energy. That's what's going on in your life if this is your reading. And what being hidden, what you're not seeing here, Sag, is the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Let's understand that. What's the message there for Sag? What's the Sag not seeing, or what's being hidden from Sag? The Fool, the Nine of Wands, and the Sun. What they want to point out here is kind of like your reality. Your mind is your reality, principle of mentalism. The King of Swords is the principle and the master of the mind, right? He's the king of the swords. And there's the Seven of Pentacles. So what they want you to know is to pay attention to your thoughts and be conscious and mindful of your thoughts, because where you're thinking, where you're focusing is what you're planting into your reality. Those are the seeds. So, you know, the Ace of Wands, there's no ace here, Sag. The Fool and the Nine of Wands is an element where you are moving forward as the wounded warrior. You are moving forward wounded. However, there's a lot more to come that's going to make you happy. So it's taking it day by day, but it's paying attention. So it's that element of living in the present, learning from the past, preparing for the future, but be very mindful about where your thoughts are going right now, because that's going to create what you're manifesting. You don't want to manifest arguments or conflict or strife for yourself, right? You want to manifest a better situation while you're healing and letting go. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say there? Anything else you want to say to Sag? Let me know how you feel. I'm mixing up my readings, changed my general reading a little bit. What you think, Sag? You like the old way? You like this way? You want me to do it both ways? I'm just trying out new things. Yeah, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands. They didn't give us any, it's funny, because as I'm saying that, I guess that's why I was saying that, trying new things. This is just trying new things. They want you to do things differently, try new things, look at things different ways. That's a message here, and that's what you're not seeing, is to be mindful of your thoughts and just try and do things differently here as you're progressing forward. Okay. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is your actions or advice, and there's There's the Queen of Swords. We have the King and the Queen of Swords, and I really feel like that's the Ice King and Queen Sag. I really feel you're mad and disappointed about, you know, what this person did to you. I said that, did to you. So it was definitely a personal betrayal. You are presenting as the Empress energy here as different queens. I do perceive you as the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Wands. Just reverse the genders if you're, you know, the masculine. There's the Seven of Wands. They want you to really focus on yourself and really work on yourself. I think that's why they want you to be mindful of your thoughts. Whatever this person did, whatever it was that happened, you can't change it and you can't do anything about it. And the only thing that you can do is focus on you, your life, where you're heading, what it is that you want, and getting serious about that. I do feel there's the element of you're showing loyalty to this person. The advice and the actions to take, Sag, are to show loyalty to you. They clearly did not show the loyalty to you that you deserve. And I know us Saggies get raps. I see all these people on YouTube and shit, but fuck those motherfuckers, because Sagittariuses are loyal. I don't care what they say, I'm a Sag. I'm loyal. So they are wrong about us. And what I'm seeing here is you are showing loyalty to somebody, and now the message here is to show that loyalty to yourself. And that Nine of Pentacles is a very single, it's a very sovereign energy, it's a very independent energy. So it's an element of focusing on you, working on yourself here, Sag. I'm hearing giving yourself credit. I'm not sure. What's Sag giving themselves credit for? What does that mean? Judgment for the decision that you made. Okay, you might have made a very difficult decision here. This may not have been easy. Yeah, it wasn't. So they want you to give yourself credit for making the hard choice, for doing the right thing, the best thing for yourself. A lot of people don't, Sag. A lot of people stay in situations they don't want to stay in, and for whatever those reasons are, everybody has a reason, but you didn't. And so they want you to give yourself credit for making the tough choice and doing the right thing, even though, from what I can see here, it was very difficult for you. That's the energy we got right now, Sag. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And we will jump back into the tarot. Oh, we'll do a potential outcome. We'll see how you're doing in a month. Month being middle of April 2026. Okay, where's Sag? What does Sag need to surrender to here to Spirit? Okay, so once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. I'm going to grab the Akashic Record message here. What is the Akashic Record? For Sag, what's the Akashic Record message, Spirit guides? We got a few here, Sag. Oh my gosh. We're getting like a night. How many flipped? Okay, well, take a moment to read this. Holy camoli smoly. Alright, what's the message here? There's obviously something that they need to say. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts, gather these cards. We have a gift from fate. Wow. You know, a blessing in disguise, right? So sometimes fate surprises you, and it could be an opportunity or a person, but cherish these gifts and treat them with gratitude, because they're going to make life better. Life will be better without this person. You just might not see that yet. Wonderful! You're heading in the right direction. Expand your spirit. You're growing here. Open up and innovation. So there's a really strong element of, I know you're healing and you're having if this is your reading, it's a personal betrayal. It takes time. But they want you to know that everything that has happened is happening to push you into a better direction. The universe has something better for you. A blessing in disguise. You're really growing, evolving, becoming the best version of yourself, right? Becoming more resilient, more, well, innovative and creative. Because opening up an innovation, I feel like this is getting creative with yourself, right? You're at this opportunity, especially with what's going on astrologically. Jupiter going direct, that's what's up. We also got the Saturn moving into Aries. The whole Neptune conjunction hasn't happened in thousands of years. This is the time to reinvent yourself. This is the time for a fresh start. This is the time to be the person you want to be, live the life you want to live. So it's that element of really embracing that and knowing that when someone shows us who they are, that's God removing that person because they got something better for us, Sag. Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Let's see where you are in a month. Let's see how you're doing. Let's see how you're feeling. Let's see how things are progressing, what's going on, if anything goes down or where you are. Let's talk about your Sag. Now, when I say potential, there is always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see, like I said, where you are in a month, the middle of April, 2026, but it is a timeless reading. So if you're seeing this at a different time, it's 30 days from when you see this. We have the Nine of Pentacles. He's upright. Well, she's upright. It's a dude in this deck. A lot of decks, it's a female. We have the Page of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, So Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. Whoa, that really flew behind me. Hold on, maybe you're pushing the past behind you here. Hold on a second. Let me track this bad boy down. What have we got? What have we got? Two of Wands is in reverse. Bucket duck smoke. Bucket duck smoke. What's on the other side of that Two of Wands? One more. I like 5 for my outcomes here. I like 5-card spread. One more. Thank you. Knight of Swords. My Neo card. Notice we have 2 9s. So the 9s are the completion. We're coming to the end of a cycle here. 4 cups with the Tower. You're definitely looking at this differently. The Tower, the 4 of Cups, and the Judgment is definitely a different perspective, a different view. You're exploring your options, considering your options, looking at your options. Let's see what happens here. There is an element of something going unplanned. Let me see if there's a conversation or if it's just this relationship, this connection, this friendship. I feel it's a relationship, but however it's applying to you. You know, it could be a business you worked for a long time, business partner, best friends. There's something that didn't go as planned. Let me understand it. Is there a conversation that happens, or is it just this situation that's just... Oh, the Hierophant is there. I didn't even see that flip over before. I saw it now. The relationship. So this didn't go as planned. This isn't really, you know, how you foreseen yourself, right? Let's say you were married 20 years, now you're 60, and you didn't really see yourself being single here, but here you are. So this is an element where it's here I am. Here's a situation I'm facing. This isn't where I thought things would go. This isn't where I thought I would be. This isn't really what I planned on and what I thought would happen. But I'm okay and I'm good with it. So there's the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, right? This is my Neo card. The Nine of Swords for me in this deck is very different. When we look at the card, this is like the scene in the Matrix 1 where Neo's like, you know, he got shot, he had his ego death, he died, and then he rose, and then they're shooting all the agents who are like, no, Neo's not the one, he doesn't know how powerful he is, and he was like, no, and the bullets drop, and these knives are the bullets dropping, you're like, no longer shall you give your power away, no longer shall you shed tears over someone else, no longer shall you, right? So there's an element where you're feeling good, you're independent, you're in your garden, you're eating your watermelon here, you're singing with the birds, you're freaking Cinderella doing your thing, talking to the animals. But there's a very strong vibe, independent vibe. You're exploring your options, you're looking down the path, you're seeing where you want to go, and you're just accepting. So there's an acceptance energy. Like I get that, you know, you shall not. No longer shall they, you know, that type of energy. So you're healing and you're moving forward. You're pivoting, you're going with the flow, Sag. Things are moving in a different direction for you. This is very much of Eight of Wands energy, and it's always a reminder that we always have options and we always have choices, and when we're in this energy, the universe is leading us down a different path because they want us somewhere new. So it's just about embracing it, making the decision to do that. You know, the Judgment is the phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy. We do have that element, so there could be very much a dark night of the soul energy, and sometimes we need to hit rock bottom or experience, everyone's rock bottom's different, but experience that heartache in order to truly evolve into Christ consciousness or into conscious, you know, the next level, the next frequency, and it is not a fun experience, but that's already happened. You're coming out of that, you're the phoenix rising, and in a month from now, you're feeling pretty okay with it, you're comfortable with it. You're basically exploring your options and focusing on yourself. Sag, that's what I got, that's what's up, that's what's going down. So Sag, I do hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated with you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, hype the reading. It does help my channel, helps other Saggies get the readings. So thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate that. And let's close your reading off with your yes or no question. What's the answer for Sag? Yes or no? Are you ready? The answer is no way, Jose. Okay, Sag, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.